So like Justin said, I just picked up my family and moved to Nashville for a very short period of time. So we have some personal things going on. I'm here, and my wife is going to have a baby in 3 weeks. So she's probably not the happiest person with me right now. But this really means a lot to me, and meeting with all these guys the last 3 days is important to me in my business, and talking to you guys is important to me too. So I told her, I think I just need to come here and do this, and you guys will be fine, and we have support, and I'll be home soon. So on Wednesday, we got in a car, and a 26-foot moving truck, and we moved to Nashville, Tennessee, so she could have the baby at Vanderbilt University. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it, but our baby has a heart defect, so we'll have to have some open heart surgery for him quickly after birth. So we went to Nashville, and we'll have that surgery. And then we might move back to Pensacola, Florida, which is where we live now, or we might stay there, I'm not sure. So this is my son, Will. He's 2 years old, and that's my wife, Lucy, on the right. So that's why I do all this stuff. I want to take myself kind of out of the business and spend more time with them. And I'll talk about starting with the end in mind, but that was the end in mind of my business. I wanted to be out, and I wanted to spend more time with them, and I wanted to just kind of do whatever we wanted to do, travel, and enjoy my time with my sons. Next, when the weather's good, I fly for 10 to 12 hours a day right now. I got typically 2 flights with students. I'm a flight instructor at Pensacola, Florida, and I spend a lot of time in the airplane. So you can see that if I'm working 10 to 12 hours a day, I don't really have time to answer the phone or go on appointments or sign contracts and stuff. So that was my helicopter. I flew out here in San Diego, North Island, for 4 years, and then I was a flight instructor down in Pensacola. I went to England to become a test pilot. I went to school there, met my wife. I was a test pilot in Pax River for 2 years, flying H-60s, and now I'm back down flying the single-engine airplanes in Pensacola, Florida as an instructor for the second tour. That's pretty much it. It's a fun job. So I don't want to give this up. I love doing real estate, and I love what we're doing, but I really love to fly too. So I'd like to get both, which is why I did this. All right, 2014. So I'll give you a quick background of where I was and where I am now. So we did our first flip in 2014. I actually meant it to be a rental. I bought it off the foreclosure auction. I think it was Hubzu that we bought it, and it was just me. Bought it. I was going to rent it out, refinance it, and try to buy more and more rentals. It worked out so well. The market, it was telling me, hey, you're going to make some money on this house. So I decided to try to sell it so I could buy another rental, because I kind of was running out of cash at that time. And I also, we made $43,000 on that house. It was a great deal. But this was in Maryland. I was at the test squadron, and I was going back and forth. Like at lunch break, I'd go back, check on the house, and then I'd go back to the squadron and fly in the afternoon, write a report at night. Next morning on my way to work, I'd drive by the house, check on it, make sure the contractors are doing, and repeat that just about every day. So I was working a lot on this house, is pretty much all I could do, and the 70, 80 hours of work I was doing with my full-time job. 2015 was my second flip. We moved to Florida. I moved to Pensacola, Florida from Maryland, and I was looking for property for like 6 months. Yeah, I couldn't find a deal on the MLS when I got there. The wholesalers weren't producing for me. I ended up stumbling onto an estate sale. I was so frustrated, I almost quit. I was in my flight suit driving back from work, and I saw an estate sale sign. I turned right. I went to the house, talked to the son. The mom was still there. They were getting ready to move, and I just gave them my business card and told them what I did. And they called me a couple days later, and we worked out a deal, and I bought that house. I was seriously to the point where I was getting so frustrated that I just said, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, spending time away from my family looking for properties. So we bought that house, and this house I was there two times a day. I couldn't find a contractor. I was doing it myself. I subbed everything out. I was there on the way to work, and I was there on the way home from work. Fortunately, it was on my route to and from work. And it was a $95,000 renovation. So it took me about 4 months, and I was doing it. It was all I did. We made a good profit on it, but that's the time that I realized, I said, I got to do something different. I can't keep spending all my time. We bought the house, we renovated the house, then we sold the house, and right when it went on the market, I said, where's the next deal? Like, I don't have another property. So as this one's selling, I'm looking for the next one, and then it was another gap of 4 to 5 months, and I still didn't have a property. I couldn't find another one. So it wasn't scalable with me doing all this stuff. So what have I done in 2016 so far? We're at flip number 17 right now in 2016, and I have 3 more in the pipeline already. And so now we can talk about how I got there, but the difference is astronomical in what I was doing before. And now the deals just come down the conveyor belt, and I just pick them off as I want them. If we don't have one and we need one, we'll take it. If we have we don't have enough money, and we don't want to flip the next one, we'll sell it off to somebody else. So the difference is unbelievable in how I've gotten to this point and how we built this machine to bring leads in. It's all about that. I'm not scrambling to find where the next deal is. In fact, I'm going, how do I find the money for the next deal? Like, can we do another one? Can we do another one? I could just take more and more and more. It's fantastic. Next. 50 wholesale deals. So this is where about my 70 deals will come from this year. We've done about 40 that we have in the pipeline right now, and you'll see kind of where we're at and where we're on track to do. But we'll have no problem hitting these projections this year, I think. Next. That's what I'm looking at for gross this year, 43,000, 45,000, and we basically 10x'd it. So, and I think this is under projected. Yeah. So here's me by myself. Tried to do this on my own for 2 years. I struggled. I almost quit. No deal flow. Like I talked about, I got a deal. We rehabbed it, and then I said, where's it going to come from? Andy's going to talk to you after me. And I wonder if he's going to mention the conversation that I had with him. And if he is, I'm not going to talk about it. But it's pretty funny. I tried to find the clip. The first conversation I ever had with Andy was, looking back on it, it's just hilarious. I can't believe I said those things. And Becca's a friend of mine, and she came into the group, and she told me the other day, she said, remember you told me not to do all this stuff that you're telling me to do right now? I said, yeah, I remember that, but not well. This is big for me. This is one of my favorite sayings. I try to start with the end in mind. So I saw Andy's business and Mike and Mike's business in January, and I said, I want to do that. So how do I reverse engineer it so I can do it faster, and maybe I can find a way to do it better. Like if I can take something from them and something from over here and put it all in the pot, and how can I do that and reverse engineer that business? Like I said, no original thoughts are in my head in real estate. I have some other places, but not like in real estate. I don't feel like I don't have to be real creative. I can just take what other people are doing and try to combine the best things. The mentality shift. For me, when I came in and talked to Andy, I only wanted to. I was like, I just need like a couple $100,000, a year. I just want to, and that's really all I need or want. And as I started doing this, I started seeing all the effect that we have on the people that work for us or with us, and all the people that we're helping out there with their houses and the buyers and sellers and stuff. And if it's a win-win-win, I mean that's my goal. So when you surround yourself with people that are doing incredible things and doing more than you, I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the dumbest person in the room. I want to surround myself with people who are doing this at a different level, because you know that you'll rise to that level and you'll do it too. Like there's a little bit of competition there, but being in this group and you guys in House Flipping Formula, if you are, or you're going to see that other people start doing things, you want to do them too, and you want to get there, and it'll drive you to do those things. So I see these other guys that are killing it and doing more than me, and I want to be them. I'm trying to move myself up. So if you surround yourself with people, you'll do well. Permission. Andy gave me permissions when I talked to him on the phone. He's like, I thought that there was like a glass ceiling of like $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, or all the time you feel like, I can't do that. He does that. I can't do that. If I was sitting in the back room with you, right next to you, you're just a normal guy. We'd just be talking to Andy and Justin. When I met them, I was like, these guys are just down to earth, normal guys. There's nothing special about any of us. We can all be where they are. So, but we all have kind of that, no, I can't do that. What he's doing, I can't do it. You can, okay? So give yourself permission. Action and implementation. So taking action, just thinking about it and saying, oh, maybe I'll do that tomorrow or next week. And just do it. But the speed of implementation is very important. I think if you ask anybody here, the reason that we have been so successful this year is because I'm very fast to implement things. I won't wait. Like, take some action. We're going to show you how to do it. You can either act or not. It's your choice. I mean, your chart can look like this just as easy as mine can. So implement these things that you're going to be taught this week, and these guys are going to talk about that they're doing. And if you take that action, you'll be here as long as you commit.